This morning's readings, we have all of these beautiful call stories. God is calling Samuel, and Jesus is calling disciples. This whole exchange of Nathanael under the fig tree is so true feeling. I think that often it is so hard to believe that we can be known and loved. I think for lots of us, it feels like it will either be one or the other. I think often, if, like Samuel, we hear a voice, it does not occur to us that it will be God calling us in the night. So often we get up and ask the old guy down the hall what it is that they want. I think so often we find any number of fig trees that we hide behind and sit under and assume we are not truly seen. I think for many of us, we feel that if we are loved, we are probably not known. And if we are known, we will probably not be loved. But we long for both, and we want both. We want to be known and loved and be and belong. We fear exactly the thing that we long for, and we hide from what we crave. We want privacy and secrecy. When I was growing up, we had a little black cat named Eve who would hide in very short grass. I think she felt if she could get her eyes below the level of the top of the grass, that we could not see her. But even though she was small, she was still a black cat in the middle of short green grass. And I figure that is about how we look to God. With any number of fig trees that we hide under, thinking that God cannot see us, thinking that we are all alone. But we are probably painfully obvious to God. We spend so much time on our fig trees, on various fancy exterior versions of ourselves. We work so hard to keep up all of the illusions of things that we think will make us be loved. Fig trees of being really smart, fig trees of competence and goodness, fig trees of being useful to other people, fig trees of prickliness, fig trees of control. And God sees through all of them. From that insecurity, that desire to hide from God, I imagine God just chuckling a little bit. How silly it is to see a black cat hide in the short green grass. God is calling over and over again, and Jesus calls all of these beautiful disciples and tells them that they will see heavens opened and the messengers of love moving effortlessly between this world and God's world. God sees and adores and calls us. We fear being known, I think, in addition, because if we are known, we can be changed. And as much as I long to be changed and transformed, I am also terrified that if I let go of my armor, if I step out from behind my fig trees, I will lose everything in the transformation. And if I am seen without my protections and rejected, I do not know if I could survive it. But what if? What if when we come out from behind those fig trees, we become less focused on how we are seen and more focused on what we can see from out from beneath that canopy of leaves? What if without that protection, we will see the heavens clearly? We will see that they are open and that messengers of love ascend and descend still. What if we see in that thin space angels coming and going and holiness close at hand? What if we get a glimpse of God who is watching us? What if we see ourselves and each other as God sees us with only love? What if we get a glimpse of the vision of love and see ourselves in this world more clearly than we ever can from behind the fig tree. And so my prayer for us all is, may we see as God does, and may we step away from the tree. Amen.